caught a cold, I've caught a train, but I've never caught a fish. So I've been and bought a rod and line, and I hope I get my wish. Well, here we are. This is the place. Now, where's my bait? Oh, I don't like the look of these worms. You know, I can't understand fish fancying things like these. Still, there's no accounting for taste these days. What's one man's meat's another man's poison, I suppose.
Hello, what are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm fishing, of course.
What for?
What for? I'm fishing for fish, of course I am.
You want brains for fishing?
Brains, don't be so ignorant. Worms for fishing.
Is it expensive to fish?
Well, I suppose it is. It cost me about £2 for me outfit, and then there's me fare, etc.
Etc.? What kind of a fish is that?
Well, that's not a fish, that's a saying, you know.
I think it's silly. You'll sit there all day, it'll cost you a lot of money, and you won't catch anything. Why, you can buy a lot of fish in the shop for 1 and 6pence.
But I don't want to buy any fish in the shop. I want to catch it. What time is it?
Oh, you've got 20 minutes yet.
20 minutes? What for?
Before they open.
Well, what about it?
Nothing, only always remember it's the early bird that catches the worm.
I beg your pardon?
It's the early bird that catches the worm.
Catches the worm? What worm?
Any worm.
Who was talking about worms? I asked you the time.
Well, it all leads up to it.
But what's the time got to do with worms?
Nothing, it's a motto. I could have said first come, first served. It means the same thing except the boots on the other foot.
The boots what?
On the other foot.
Oh, yes.
You see my meaning.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you want me to say, what's the answer? Then you'll say, suck it and see.
Suck what and see?
The lemon.
What lemon?
Any lemon.
But what's the lemon got to do with the time?
Nothing, but it's more sensible than a bird catching a worm with boots on, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, yes, the time.
Well, I was coming to that when you stopped me. You know that time is money.
Time is money.
As I told you, it's the early bird that catches the worm. That's why you should never let grass grow under your feet.
Oh, well, we'll leave it at that. Now, run along. There's a good girl. Hop it. Go on.
Hop it?
Hop it. You know what hops are, don't you?
Of course I do. They remind me of the time.
Oh, don't start that again. What have hops got to do with the time?
Well, they make beer with hops, and beer reminds me of opening time.
Oh, well, I'm going. I don't want to be late.
It wouldn't matter. Better late than never, you know.
Look out. Look out. I've caught something. Oh, it's pulling like a whale.
Appearances are often deceptive, you know.
Come on, give me a hand, little girl. Come on, pull. Pull. Here we are. We've got it. We've got it. Oh, it's an old boat.
There you are, you see. Never count your chickens before they're hatched.
Now, look here. What right have you to interfere with me and the time?
Well, I only thought 2 heads were better than 1.
Well, I don't think so. I think too many cooks spoil the broth. 2 can play at that game, you know.
But we're talking about beer, not broth.
Yeah, but you drag worms and boots and grass into it, so I'm getting awkward as well.
You're talking in riddles. It's like Shakespeare said.
I don't want to know what Shakespeare said. But what did he say?
He said all the world was a stage.
Well, what about it?
It's silly.
Why?
Well, if all the world was stage, what should we do for dressing rooms?
Oh, listen, will you do me a favor?
Certainly. I'd always help a lame dog over style.
I'm not talking about dogs.
Oh, if you're going to get cross, I'll go. Even the worm will turn, you know.
Oh, dear, worms again. Why can't you leave worms alone? Worms are all right in their place, and I dare say they'd be very useful for fishing, but I don't want worms mixed up with my beer. Let's change the subject. Talk about geography or history or something I know nothing about.
Oh, all right. I don't mind. I think when in Rome, do as Rome does.
Oh, what's Rome got to do with it?
Well, it's history.
Yes, but I mean English history.
All right. Who signed the Magna Carta?
Oh, how do I know? I wasn't there. Now, listen. Can't you jump in that water, go down 3 times, and only come up twice?
Now you're losing your temper. And that's silly because the still tongue means a wise head.
Oh, I think this is your 2nd time on Earth. You know how many beans make 5, don't you?
Oh, I'm good at arithmetic, are you?
Now you're playing me at my own game. Arithmetic, that's my strong point. I'm playing on my own ground when it comes to figures, you know.
Well, I'll test you.
All right, go on then.
If you had £3.10 and you took £3 home to your wife, how much would you have left?
Nothing.
Oh, you don't know anything about arithmetic?
No, and you don't know anything about my wife.
It's 10 past.
10 past what?
Opening time.
Oh, don't start about that again.
Are you coming tomorrow? Although it's not much good.
What's not much good?
Fishing here. There are no fish in this water. You want to be half a mile up.
Well, why didn't you tell me that before? Look out, I've got a bite.
Don't be silly. Your hook is caught on a tree.
Oh, I don't think I'm any good at fishing.
Here's a pair of clippers. It'll save your bacon.
I don't want kippers with bacon.
Don't worry. It was only a fluke. You came to this place, and I didn't mean to catch you.
Oh, run away. You've got no soul at all.
Well, Tata, you know the only thing you'll ever catch is a cold.
Yes, and if I catch you, I'll give you a good smack. I think I'll give up fishing, 'cause I eat too many tips. Besides, it's no use catching fish unless you've got some chips.